Happy Friday, everybody, and here's a little bit of Defib basics on how to choose the right kit for your Defib. As we all know, and with any sector, there's a huge amount of product that's available on the market. So that's Defibs, different shapes, different sizes, different colours. We all know they fundamentally do the same thing, yet when you're looking at them, particularly on a website, it's really hard to know which one to go for. Well, today we're going to take that a step further and we're going to look at, when you're looking at replacement parts, which pads do you go for? So this little episode today is in conjunction with Thomas from Defib Store, who's always very, very helpful with this matter, because we're looking at the Zoll AED Plus. You know, with Public Hearts, we've got about 40 Zoll AED Pluses in the community, and the reason they are so popular is because they can be replaced and charged by 10 times Duracell or Vata 123As. That's about 70 quid, comparing with old generation Defibs where you're looking at a battery pack for up to 356 quid. So replacement pads, always a hot topic, and that's because it's always important. So let's just switch round so we can have a little look at what I've got in the car in the specialist Defib replacement bag, that's the So Gloss Tote Shopper, and see what we've got and what the differences are between these AED Zoll. Right, okay, in at number one, we have got here, first of all, we have got the Zoll AED Plus CPR-D pads, and the reason it's got a Z on the bottom is because it forms a Z across the patient's chest, and it's got a lovely little press button, a push point that helps the administration of CPR. Absolutely brilliant. You can see here that these have literally just gone out of date. That's why I've got them in the car here, because we send these to Aid for Ukraine or use them in training. But these are the gold standard. They're about 125 quid upwards plus VAT and anywhere up, but you can see here that's the connector that goes into the Zoll AED Plus. Brilliant. And lo and behold, in at number two, exactly the same connector, but you can see here it's a much smaller packet, it's a much lighter packet than this one. That's a chunky number there. Here comes the lightweight model. In fact, I've got two of these, so I'll show you one that's literally out of the packet. Here it is, a lot lighter, a lot thinner. In at number one, no palm pad, no pressy palm pad at the middle. And in at number two, no rescue kit either. So think about that as well. So you're going to need your rescue kit because that fits inside the snug lid of the Zoll AED Plus. So in at number two, right, look at these. Stat pads 2. So this is the sister, the little sister to your D pads, in at number 2, and these are the ones that we can't get anywhere. These are usually around £56. Buy them in cases of 12, as you can see there, and you can see here that this one has an expiry date of the 5th of the 4th 2027, and it is due to go into someone's Defib. In fact, this one's going to be going into Inside Sweats Defib on the Tewkesbury Road. So Eddie is the guardian of that one. So you can see already, big difference. But if that wasn't enough, there's another option. There's a third option. And this is the one I'm going to be ordering from Defib Store because I haven't actually got a set of these pads. They're very similar to this. Again, 2-year renewal. In fact, no, on these ones, which are about £45, there's only an 18-month renewal. So they're designed for interim Defibs. I haven't used them before. I haven't put them on a Defib before because I use these and these. These are available, but as I said, at 150 quid a go, that's a lot. These are the preferred option. Not in stock anywhere in the UK as far as we can be aware. So I'm going to make an order and get the other CPR pads in for the Zoll AED Plus. So that's what we're going to do. It's really important that if you can't get your hands on the stock for replacement pads, and it happened during COVID as well, it's really keeping the pads in there, because it's better to have a set of pads that might be out of date or are out of date but might have a shelf life left, than leaving a defib in a cabinet with no pads on it, because you know that that is not going to help anybody. It is the lesser of two ideal situations, to say the least, but if we can't get stock, we can't get stock, and I'm sure that Zoll are trying to sort it out, because they are one of the world's largest hospital and pre-hospital clinical suppliers. So let's see where we are with that. I hope that's useful, and here we are with the Zoll AD Plus, and let's wait for the stock of stat pads. In the meantime, let's go for the next option that's available. Bye for now.